morning! It is the day after Thanksgiving, and I'm Katie Scott with Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking. That is the name of my blog on TypePad, and it is the morning after Thanksgiving, and I am not a Black Friday shopper, so I'm here. The family's not really up yet, and so I have a little time to do some scrapbooking, and had a nice Thanksgiving. I think it was the yummiest Thanksgiving ever. My sister-in-law corrected me because I thought my favorite Thanksgiving item was my brother-in-law's cranberry sauce. It is not my brother-in-law's cranberry sauce. It is my sister-in-law's cranberry sauce. So I thought that was kind of funny. It wasn't. It wasn't. He wasn't making it after all this time. So I'm ready to scrapbook. I haven't scrapbooked all week because my kids have been home from school and we've been 9 days off. We've been busy and it's just been hectic, but a good hectic, but still hectic. There's a story people saying like the holidays are all about getting together with family, reminiscing, and then getting the heck out because like after you get a little bit of family, sometimes it's nice to get away from them. Yeah, so like all families, we had some family drama, but not too much. The usual amount, or probably less than the usual amount, but you know, there was drama. But all is well, and some of the drama was that my mother-in-law went into the hospital, and so she came home, and that was awesome yesterday, and she is doing well, and she's just fine, so that is a good thing. And what else? Talked to my sister, went to go visit my mom, went to go visit my aunt, and then we have dinner over at my sister-in-law's, and before we left, my mother-in-law said, "There's a surprise for you at Dina's house, and it's your cousin." She totally gave the secret up right away. She was like, "There's a surprise, and I'm going to tell you what it is." So that was kind of funny. It was it's not the cousin actually. It's my husband's nephew drove down from Atlanta. So that was the surprise, I think, for his mom, my sister-in-law. And so, oops, sorry. I thought maybe this shirt was too much cleavage, but it probably is. Trying to get you in a good angle to see what I'm up to today, which I don't really have a plan for what I'm up to yet, but I just feel the need to scrapbook. Yeah, that's probably a good angle, or as good as any. How's that? You won't see my head. I don't know. I'm really not loving the setup in here. I've been watching Heidi Swap on Ustream, and she has like, I think she actually has her husband doing the video for her, which is cool. And she's got like a table here so you could see. That's the ticket. I need like a portable table, I think, and then I could broadcast from the middle of the room. But in the meantime, you can kind of see me over here. It was a pigtail kind of day. I'm not planning to go anywhere. Yeah, I don't I did get the circulars from Joann's and Michael's. And let's see. Not that I have all sorts of disposable ink. Wow, that's pretty good though. 55% off scrapbook storage. Like this kind of stuff. Check that out. That looks kind of good. Although I probably have like more than enough storage and everything else. What else? 30% off your entire purchase, including sale items? I didn't see that before. I may need to go. Holy smokes, that's like really amazing. Okay, so today, Thursday was the 30% off. 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. only. Who's out and about at the craft store on Thanksgiving night? That is weird. Although had I known, no. Okay, so Friday. Oh, Friday's still good. 30% off your entire purchase, including sale items. I need to go. 50% off any one regular item, and then everything else is pretty much on sale. Scrapbook paper pads 50% off, and then you get 30% off. So let's do the fast math on that. Ready? So if you want to say a paper pad at Michael's is $20, then divided by 2 would be 10, and then times 70% is, well, yeah, I could have done that math in my head, but $7. So that's pretty good, actually. That's a good deal. I really don't need anything though. Maybe adhesive. Maybe I could stock up on adhesive. I do need that. Let's see if they have that on sale. I don't see that. But that is kind of a good, and then tomorrow is 20% off. See, the only thing I really don't like about the sales is that the place will be packed, and I don't enjoy that. I don't like crowds. I don't like being pushed around by a crowd. It does not excite me. I especially don't like concerts where there's like drunk people spilling beer on you. Oh, hey, they've got portable tables. Maybe I'll go get one, and then I could broadcast with my portable table. I think that's the ticket though for this particular room, is I need a table that goes like this so you can see me better, right? Because if I had a table right here, you could totally see what I was doing. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, and then this was the Joann's is 20% off your total on Saturday. They probably, oh, and only 20% on, so I would probably hit Michael's first. You know. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to venture out. I have people coming today. We have that one from Atlanta, and then we have, my aunt is in town, and I think she's going to come by and visit. I'm going to go get my coffee, and I will be right back. In the meantime, you can just observe my craft store purchase. It's very useful. You know, one of these, it's nice to have one of these on your desk. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's gonna rain in Florida today, but it's still pretty warm, so I have my shorts on. Hear the family getting up. So I'm drinking my, this is awesome. Can you see that? It's silk pumpkin spice. Oh, it's really good. I love it. You know what I like even more though, which is like slightly more expensive but way yummier, is the coconut milk that you can get from the health food store. It's really, really, like if you like soy creamer, you will love coconut milk creamer. The consistency is like a little bit thicker, I would say, or not thicker, but it just, there's more to it. Like the soy kind of fizzles out in your coffee, but the coconut holds up better, so you need less of it and it lasts longer. So like a smaller thing will last you longer, but it's really good and supposed to be some kind of diet food. So Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Delicious. So I took my sewing machine off. I used to have it here, and I really think I want to put it back. I took it off one night when I was Ustreaming because my daughter was like, I need more space up here. So I may rearrange some things in here. The scrapbook room definitely needs that, but I haven't had my gumption up for that in a while. And it's working for me. So as long as I'm still scrapbooking and I don't feel like I'm not finding what I want to find. Okay, so the first page I'm going to make, I think, is this one. I have pictures of books that we've been reading and a picture of my daughter reading. And so that's going to be the first one. I still think you're not going to, if you see my desk, you won't see my head. Which you're probably okay with, since there's 0 viewers. But people tell me they watch later. Like my massage therapist watches. So, hi Dulce. And she's awesome, by the way. And so is a friend of mine, another friend of mine named Sandy Shell. I recommend her, but I also recommend Dulce at Spa 801, and she is very strong. If you like strong, if you like to be, if you like pain while you're getting a massage, Dulce is your girl. I do. I like it if it hurts, and then I feel better later. Okay, so one other thing I wanted to show you was, remember this? I did a Ustream about how I made this out of a coffee can, right? And I have all my journaling tabs in there. So let's read them. Ready? And then I have to tell you what we did last night after. I think there's too much light here. Is this better? It's just not, is it? The lighting in here is not ideal. Too much. I have other exciting things to tell you about, though. I don't like that either. Yeah. I'm a little backlit. It's okay. You can't really see. Okay, well, I'm just going to read to you. Hopefully you're doing some scrapbooking of your own today while you're watching. I did do a scheduled Ustream the other night and had a few weirdos on the show. Somebody was telling me how to get rid of them. Okay, so Mac, my son, is thankful for chicken. I think he was thankful for chicken last year, too. Nixon was I don't know what he is. He's my husband's niece's son, so he's like a great nephew. Turkey. But she's the same age as me, so the family thing is, aw. Charlie wrote, Grammy's home from the hospital. That was our main thankful yesterday. We were all really happy that she got home from the hospital. Oh, my daughter says, she wanted to pick which journaling thing she got, and she liked this one the best. And she says, she writes her name, and then she says, chicken. I love chicken. I guess I should make more chicken. Okay, this one wrote, not being on fire. And I'm going to guess that's from Billy. So I'm just going to write, because he didn't sign his name. So that's my husband's nephew. And he calls me Aunt Katie, even though he's actually older than me. So the family generational thing is a little weird. Billy, probably, I'll put. Because I'm going to guess that was him. So I just wrote, probably Billy. Before you know it. Not being on fire. Oh, well maybe that wasn't him. Or, because I think that, I don't know. This is weird. Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, this looks like my sister-in-law's handwriting. So I thought it said that Dina is my mother. So I was like, because that must be his. But it says Dina, my sister-in-law, is thankful that her mother came home from the hospital. So, yes, we all are. Okay. And not being on fire. we all did a go around the table and be thankful. And he has trained his son, my nephew, I guess I'll call him, my adult nephew, has trained his son to be like all sarcastic and smarmy just like him. And he's quite proud of it, which is sort of cute. But it was also cute because I guess the son wants to go live with his dad, and I was telling him that's what I did when I was his age, so I can understand that. Let's see what else. I didn't write, so I didn't write on one of these things, but I'll probably make a page. So came home with a lot of tabs, a lot of journaling. That's okay though. I like these. I use them. So I'm putting them with some other journaling-ish things, and I'll put them back over here in my very messy drawers. Okay. Da-da-da. And then, I have to tell you, okay, so these are the Thanksgiving things. I'm just going to put these in the November book until I'm ready to do my Thanksgiving scrapbooking. I'm not ready today. And I'm not inspired to do it today. I don't know why. Probably because I don't have any pictures printed. Probably because my Picasa completely crashed. So I'm really not very happy about that. Not thankful for that. There. So they're sort of safely away in the, can you say, November album. Ta-da. Okay, so I am inspired, though, to do these two tabs. And I have to show you. Oh, you probably don't want me to. I am not going to move the camera again, promise. But this says, this one's from my son. Patience is important because it is good for you and good for me, Mac. Allison says, patience is important because it is important because you are giving to poor people, Allie. And she signs her name, very pretty. And so why this is important. So last night after we left my sister-in-law's, the kids were like completely hyped up, all full of it. And apparently turkey did not make them sleepy at all. But that's the case with my kids. They a lot of times we'll be at a park or something and they'll be racing around and someone will say like, "Oh, they'll be tired tonight." I'll say, "No, this is how they operate all the time. They're just on. They're just wired. Wired for speed." Oh, I have to show you one other thing. I am too sometimes, but probably, yeah. I got this at a scrapbooking, or not a scrapbooking, I got this at an antique show. They're like, isn't this cool? Ooh. For extreme contrast negatives, for use with Varigam DuPont Defender. Okay, and they each have like different IF, I4 for normal negatives. Like they're each like a different color, but they're like really retro looking and vintagey. And so I thought, like, I don't know, I might do nothing with them, but I might do something with them, like in the scrapbooking kind of way, for very soft negatives. It's just like a, I just thought that was kind of cool. So I got that for gelatin filters for Varigam. I don't know, I just thought that looked pretty cool and it was $1. So I bought it. Okay, I'm gonna start scrapbooking now. So I'm very excited because I happened to go on 2 Peas in a Bucket the other day, and I don't always go over there. Like, it's not one of my regular stops on my internet surf. And looking for some paper. The room is full of paper and I'm looking for paper. That's kind of funny, but I am. I'm gonna grab my girls' papery. And I have like several stories to tell you. I should write them down so I don't forget them. Going to my circular file here. So I have, while I'm scrapbooking, I will tell you stories. One is the Marshmallow story. And then the YouTube videos. And then I have, that's a story. And my other story, oh, I know. My 2-piece story. I think that's it. Okay, I'm going to tell you the 2-piece story first because I'm most excited about that. So I used to, last year I was an Ella Publishing friend, and that was not, they didn't want to call it a design team. They just, it was like a publicity kind of a, like get the word out, you know. And I was so delighted to be part of that, and I completely love them. And if you haven't checked out Ella Publishing, you totally should. Especially if you liked simple scrapbooks. If you like simple scrapbooks, you will love Ella Publishing. It's all the same people. So, you know, it's super cool. It is super cool. It is. It really is wonderful. And I haven't worked on this at all this year. My daily thanks little thing. I'm going to just yank that out. I will do stuff with that. Maybe I'll put some of my random stories that I need to tell in there, maybe. We'll see. Okay, and this little thing is getting too cluttered. I'm getting to the point where, like, sometimes my desk will explode and then I need to put everything back, and then I pull it out all out again. But I'm not quite there. I'm not quite ready for that. Okay, so first story is 2Ps. And the story there is, I went to the 2Ps in a Bucket website, and I like to check on the pub. It's a forum for if you want to get published. It's kind of funny that I like to look there because the only magazine I ever really submitted for was Simple Scrapbooks, and I would submit like 30 layouts every month, or every 2 months is when they published, and they would never pick me up, but I just loved them like so much, and I still I did. I was like, I was the super fan. And anyways, so that's the only place I ever really submitted. Maybe I've submitted a couple other places a couple of times, but nothing major. Like, I didn't, when they went away, I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? And then thank goodness Ella came along, Ella Publishing, and so I was invited to be one of the Ella friends, probably because I was like such a simple scrapbooking dork. And I also had become friends with a little bit of friends online with Lane Eamon, who was like part of she helped to start Ella Publishing. So that's how I got involved with that, and it was awesome. And so my time came to a close there. Like, they switch out their design team every year just to, you know, keep it fresh and to make, you know, just because we like new things. So we like new people. We like to, whatever. And so that ended, my stint there ended in July. And then I haven't had really anything going on in a scrapbooking kind of way, other than just doing the Ustreams by myself, which is fun. But at some point you kind of ask, like, what's the point? Just to hear myself talk, which, yeah, I'm okay with that. I think that's fun. I could listen to myself talk, I guess. There's no problem with that. But is that I've been also, like, reading Seth Godin, and he would probably say, like, well, yeah, like, if your hand claps in the woods, like, what's the point of that? it's good to have someone to talk to. So, or someone to hear your, whatever you're talking about. Whatever you're going on about, it's good to, so I want to use these fancy pants. This is what I'm doing. I'm just looking through this fancy pants box that's mainly printed clipboard shapes for Christmas, but they're just like all sorts of different. So I was thinking I like the colors, so I could put those on the reed paper. But I'm probably like going through these a little too much, but I just think they're pretty, so that's part of it. But I should probably just get started and then I can fill in the gaps. Can you see? Let me see if this works better. I don't know if it works better. It kind of doesn't. This is cute. This will work on my, maybe, on my page. I think this is going to be a letter-sized paper, probably. So I'm going to cut over here. I cut over here. Sorry, you can't see me. We got my guillotine cutter. What was I telling you? 8.5 by 11. Yes. I was telling you about a long-winded story about my trip over to Two Peas in a Bucket the other day. Here we go. Yes, that was my topic. So, and I was telling you about how I got involved with Ella Publishing and how that ended. Okay, so that ended, and then I have been like not, I haven't had a scrapbooking place to be in any kind of official way since then. And I would like to. Scrapbooking is not my first, you know, it's not my job. Although, like, what a dream job that would be. Maybe. I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. I think once you make your hobby your work, then it might not be fun anymore. So, like, you might feel like you have to do it instead of you want to do it. So, anyways, I don't work in the scrapbooking industry. A friend of mine from college saw all my stuff on Facebook and he was like, "Do you make any money doing that?" And I'm like, "No, not yet, maybe not ever, but I just like the scrapbook. I'm a scrapbooking nerd. That's me. That's my story." Oh, this might be I don't know. This could turn out to be a 12 by 12. Although I've been trying to stay away from this. Hi, Dandy. Hello, Dandy. Hello, Dandy. Dandy likes to make his scrapbooking appearances. Hello, my friend. How are you? You're a good puppy. Yes, you are. Dandy's my social dog. My other one's my antisocial dog. My other one has issues. I think I am going to actually, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Going slow today. Oh, I think I might like this better. Maybe. I don't know. This is more. Ooh, this has flocking. And it's a little bit lighter than this one. This one feels too dark and it's not thick enough. But this one, oh, I'm using this one because this goes with my other story, because it's made by Melody Ross, the brave girl. I'm in love with her. I'm in love with that whole concept. So I'm gonna use your paper, Melody Ross, because I'm in love with you and your Brave Girls Club. That was my second story. I'm getting to that. I love this. So I'm using this. This is designer paper, blue floral, artsy urban collection number 874 by GCD Studios. I don't know what GCD stands for. It doesn't say on the back either. It's from California, and it's from 2009. And yes, for the record, I am in love with Melody Ross and her whole Brave Girls thing. And I've never wanted to go to Idaho before, but I do now. I'm going to go to Idaho for the Brave Girls camp. I really do. I do. To find out how much it costs to take a plane to Idaho. Okay, so I'm using this. Melody Ross is awesome. But she was my second story. Or she was one of my stories. I shall get back to her. Okay, I'll diverge. So I'm that kind of girl. Oh, that's pretty. Maybe this way. I don't know. Have little I had already poked holes in that with my Fiskars trimmer thing. You go that way or this way? I think I like it with the, well, that's kind of good too. Yeah, I'll do it that way. I'm just gonna start sticking things down, see what happens. I like to scrapbook that way. I don't always love the result, but most of the time I do. Okay, so this will work out really well because Melody Ross and Girls Papery. Ooh, it's like a Brave Girls Club right here. Okay, what's the Brave Girls Club? It's this like thing by, it's this thing. It's this, well, there's an online 6-week course called Soul Restoration. Like, you know, you don't need to learn something new. You just need to like connect with your inner self a little more to have a more pleasant life and, you know, just cope with being a woman in this crazy world, this crazy busy world, in this, you know, these uncertain times and all of that. It's just, but it doesn't focus on that. It focuses on just like connecting back with yourself, and maybe like you've gone through life and you're putting as women do, you know, you put everybody else first and you get kind of on the back burner, and you know, girl power, reconnect with your own girl power. That's the main point of it, I think. I love that stuff. That just speaks to me. I need more of that in my life. This here, I'm gonna just stick it down. So last night, right after we get home from Thanksgiving, okay, I'll just walk you. I'm gonna go back to my original story. If you are watching and you enjoy all of my rambling, then just keep scrapbooking yourself or crafting or whatever you do, and listen. Okay, number one story. I'll get back to the Brave Girls and the Melody Ross thing, but I am using her paper, so that's so cool. That's like coincidence. Like which on the Oprah Soul series, she says, one of those guys, Wayne Dwyer maybe, said something about the meaning of the word coincidence, and it's not like an accident. It's like a, I'll have to listen to that again. I have it on a podcast. Okay, back to my original story. 2 peas in a bucket. Focus. Yeah, so I don't go over to the pub very often because I don't really submit my layouts very often. But I would like to be involved in something in the scrapbooking world, for my own entertainment purposes. Like Ella Publishing was for me. They would, like, you know, have an assignment and I would do some projects and then they would put that into their e-zine, or I was in the Donna Januzzi Scrap Your Sketches book. I don't remember what that was called. Something about sketches. It was a good book. Anyways, I had a layout in there, and but otherwise, like, I don't have a lot of time to like figure out like where to submit my layouts and all the, you know, if everyone has different requirements. Like, I don't really have time for that. Although, like, if I had more time, I think that would be fun, because I got a huge kick out of seeing my scrapbook layout, which was about my mother-in-law, by the way. So that was cool. And she's the one that got home from the hospital yesterday. She's 86, and my father-in-law is going to be 90 on December 1st. So that goes to the whole generational weird thing in my, you know, get like weird generations in my family, because there's lots of age gaps. So there's the page so far, and now I'm going to embellish, put the bones of it down, and I love it. I'm gonna use this girls papery, and Melody Ross and this Margie Romney Eslet are friends, and I watched a YouTube video about them running around Chicago last night and doing random acts of kindness, and they were singing on the subway, and it was so cute. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. It's like, if you love the whole girl power thing, you'll love it. Actually, if you just go to my YouTube thing, but I did it on my iPhone, so I don't think it really works. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. I don't think that's any copyright problem, right? Favorites. It saved my favorites on my iPhone, but I couldn't, I could not sign in, like, with my name. So, I don't know. Who knows? So, they've had the Braves. These are the, oh, that's, sorry. Wait. Back to favorites. Okay, so if you, Brave Girls Club on YouTube, you can't really see it, is where you can watch a lot of the videos. But the one I liked was, they're up. Yeah, Brave Girls Club, Random Notes of Kindness. It's by Melody Four Wings. So that's not by Brave Girls. That's probably Melody Ross, I would guess. Hold on. I'll get to the singing part. It was really cute. We have children up now. They'll be in here in a minute, I'm sure. Oh, come on. It's not working. Not working. Isn't this interesting? Watch. Oh, here we go. So that's the Random Acts of Kindness. But they did this in July of this year. They like made little notes. My iPhone won't let me like fast forward this thing. Yeah. Oh. No. Anyways, they were singing on the subway, and I thought it was really cute. So anyways, they're going to live together on my scrapbook page, and that will remind me of that. It won't remind anybody in my family of that, but I'll remember. Okay, so I'm going to write either read or books. Or something more clever, perhaps. But I want my title to go up here. And then I want all my scrolly things to come out. Yes, just stop talking. Sorry about that. Or maybe you're like, thank goodness she stopped. But then you wouldn't be watching, so you must like me. You really like me. Hi, honey. Am I making a video? Oh, look, it's my other puppy. Hello, puppy. Hi, puppy. You're a good girl. Be careful, this thing's right here. Let's get this out of the way. How are you today, Pup Pup? Hi. What are you thankful for? Hey, I know what you can tell them about. Ready?
Chicken!
Chicken! No, not chicken. Tell them about the marshmallow experiment. This is like a Mormon video about kids, and like you put a marshmallow in front of them for 15 minutes to see if they can wait. And so we watched Mormon videos on my my iPhone on the way home from Thanksgiving to calm the kids down after all the whoosh, of Thanksgiving dinner or the post-Thanksgiving dinner. And I showed them those to calm them down because they're very well made. We're not Mormons, but I think they have a lot of really awesome ideas.
Let's see how a puppy is.
So we watched this thing called the Marshmallow Experiment, and then we did it at home. And they wanted to do it. They suggested it that we do. And what happened with the Marshmallow Experiment? What did we do?
We saved.
Tell them.
We saved.
What is the purpose of the Marshmallow Experiment?
We saved one piece of candy for the poor people.
That was our addition to the Mormon experiment. Right. What you do basically is you take a little piece of candy or a marshmallow. Let's say this is a piece of candy, and you put it in front of the child. Come here, child. Pretend you're the kid. Stop being a puppy for a minute. Be a kid, or you can be the dog. This is the dog biscuit, right? Oh, come here. No, up here. You're a standing up dog. Okay, or a kid. So you take the marshmallow and you put it in front of the kid, and you say, if you wait 15 minutes, you get 2. Or you can eat it right now. It's up to you. And so both of my kids waited, and I did the stopwatch on my iPhone. Did you both wait?
Yes.
Or did you eat them? They both waited like the full 15 minutes. And then when we were almost to the 15 minutes, I just said, okay, what if you waited 5 more minutes and you could get another one, but it wouldn't go to you, it would go to a poor person, someone who was hungry. And they both waited. So I'm proud. That made me proud. It did. It made me very proud. Hey, where you going with my embellishments, kid? My fancy pants embellishments? I'm going to use those. I'm using those.
I'm going to.
I gave her a whole thing of stickers. We should do that marshmallow experiment with scrapbooking supplies. Right? That would be very funny. But I was going to use those, honey. Like, especially this one. Can I have this one? You can have that one. I was going to use this one.
I was going to make that my unibrow.
Your unibrow? She wants to make this bracket her unibrow. So I think I need to let her. Here you go. Oh, wait. No. There. Hey. Mommy needs to do the experiment. Apparently. Ah! Yes, that makes me, yeah, and for moms, it should be like, for scrapbooking moms, the experiment should be done with scrapbooking supplies. That's very funny. A little sad. Can I have that back, for real? Aw, I need this one. It didn't stick, did it?
Stop that sticking.
It needs more glue, I think. So what was the point of the marshmallow experiment, Allison? Why did we do that? What was the lesson that it taught? What was the concept?
You had to see if we're really patient.
Patience. It was all about patience. And why do we care about patience? What does that matter? Why does patience matter? What's the point of patience?
What's the point of patience?
No, I'm asking you. Like, why would you care about patience?
Oh.
I'm asking you a question. Like, why do we care about patience? What's the use of that? Why is that important or is it important? Is patience important? Hello. How about answering your mom? Is that important? Oh, okay. That's gonna be the unibrow?
It's a girl.
Oh, okay. That's cute. Thank you. Can you slow down with that scrapbooking paper? Do you want some white paper to color on? That would work better, because I think what you want is coloring paper. We don't have a lot of color. Well, we have this kind of color.
Yay!
You want that?
Yeah.
You want a little, let's not color on my this chair, because that's not meant for that. I'll be right back. Technical difficult. It's not technical. Here, hold those.
I told
I'm
you
gonna
I
set you up. Hold
was
on.
gonna use it for my unibrow.
Wait,
But you didn't listen.
Allison. Here. Ready? That's what Allison was making. Very cute. So I was what was I talking about? The marshmallows, right?
Yep.
Marshmallows. So the marshmallow and patience. And why is patience important? What did we decide? Is patience important? Allison, can you give me examples of when patience was important in your life? Last night she gave me some really good examples. Maybe she...
About my tooth that never came out, and about a flower,
Yes.
and about my breakfast.
Can you elaborate? Can you give me more details on that story? Like, why was patience important for planting the flower?
Because it took a long time for it to grow.
And why was it important for your tooth?
Because it's wiggly a lot and it hasn't come out.
You just had to wait until it was ready, huh?
It was loosened there when I was 4.
Yeah.
4 to 7.
And then, and the waffles, waiting for the waffles to cook, and planting a flower. Yeah. So I actually wrote down what she said last night about patience, so I can scrapbook that later. And she said, in my head, I have couches where the words sit until they are ready for the idea. I store everything you say in my brain. And then she gave me 3 examples of when patience was important. I love it. Who's that?
It's a man with a unibrow with a mustache.
It's hard to see. Hold on.
It's a man with a unibrow with a mustache.
The unibrow man.
It's a man with
a unibrow.
It's a man with a unibrow and a mustache.
I like it. You want to color him?
It's a unibrow mustache ping pong table.
We're going to get a ping pong table for Christmas, apparently.
I don't know how to play ping pong.
Dad wants the family to play ping pong together. The family that ping pongs together stays together. Right? Something like that. We're getting a ping pong table as our family Christmas thing.
Not me.
No, I think Dad's gonna get it for the whole family. It's gonna be like a family thing.
But I'm getting my own toy.
Yeah, but what's the important part about Christmas? Is it the giving or the getting?
Giving.
Giving. Why?
Because you're giving to other people.
Why is that important? Like, why do we care about giving to other people?
Because sometimes you might give to poor people.
Right. But why do we even care about helping them? Why would we care about helping poor people? Like, why would we want to do that? Who wants us to do that? Who would be proud if we did that?
God.
Right. Because He wants us to be good to each other, doesn't He? He wants us to take care of each other. That's what we're here for. So we watched a bunch of those Mormon videos on the. I've got I think I have them as podcasts actually. So they're like on my iPhone. It's called The Mormon Message, I think. Hold on. I'll maybe be able to show you. Yes. So that's it. You can't really see. The Mormon Message, and then they have like short little videos with a story. So they're very easy to show to your kids, like, and you can pick them on what topic you like, the Christmas spirit or sickness, or what shall we give, the spirit of Thanksgiving, the power of hope, what matters most, you're never alone, marriage and divorce, like lots of like different concepts that would all, you could have a child watch and it would make sense to them. And they also like put in words and video, so it's beautiful to watch. They do a really good job with these. I want to show you the marshmallow thing. Where is it? We like got 44 of these. So we watched about 10 of them on the way home. It takes about 30.
We only watched 3 of them.
I think we watched more than 3. I think maybe 6 or 7. I can't find the Mormon one, the marshmallow one. Hi, honey.
What are you doing up?
I'm doing hey. Oh, good. He's wearing a shirt. I like that. You look nice this morning. A lot of times he is shirtless these days, which I'm not a fan of. Why can't I find this? Oh, patience, what a virtue. Yes. I like some of them is like it's kind of like the PBS after school, or the after school messages where they're trying to tell the parents too, like, hey, you know, put down the paper, put down this, and yeah, I know. I do need a little break though. I've been we have been having lots of mom and kid time for the last, well, yeah, since last Friday. So like 7 days straight. It's good, but it's a lot.
In the 1960s,
Here we go.
Professor ate the marshmallow immediately. Some could wait only a few minutes before giving in to temptation.
So they watched this.
Only 30% were able to wait. What started as a simple experiment with children and marshmallows.
Try this with your kids.
A landmark study.
Try this with yourself.
The ability to wait.
Can you wait for 15 minutes?
Patient.
It was good.
Was a key character trait that might predict
How
later
successful.
Success in life.
Hey.
I remember when I was preparing to be trained as a fighter pilot.
It's like, this is good stuff. Like, no matter what your religion is or what you believe, I think that's still a really good concept. Yeah, I've been telling my family for a while now, maybe we're gonna start going to the Mormon church. I'm always saying that. And we actually have one. There's one in Gulfport. So I thought there was just one over in Seminole, but there's one close to us. I would like to go some Sunday just to see it. Just to go, you know. I think that would be interesting. Okay. But I don't think I could actually. I'm not on board with everything they think. So, probably not a good candidate for an actual Mormon, but I do like a lot of their concepts. And I think the people that I know through the internet that are really nice. They're good people. Okay. Off on that tangent. Okay, back to my original story. Here's my little notes. Okay, so we were on the two-piece thing. And then I told you all about how I don't really submit to any magazines. And how I used to love simple scrapbooks. And then I did the Ella Publishing thing, but that ended last summer. So I don't really have like any connections with the scrapbooking world at this point, and I would like to have some. Like I would like to. Gosh, this really isn't working. Come on. I don't know. The Mono Aqua is not working anymore. So I saw so I just happened in there, and like the first thing, okay, so I'm gonna tell the actual story now. This is not working. Hold on, I'm gonna dry this off. These aren't the stickiest of chipboard things, and I know there are ways to do chipboard better than what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I'm never gonna get to that story. Oh, maybe I could use this. I don't know. Aleen's Memory Glue. I'm gonna try that. But I kind of remember it comes out a little brown, like, which seems weird. Like, that doesn't seem ideal for scrapbooks. We'll see. Okay, so then I happened into the two-piece in a bucket, the pub forum, and this like scrapbooking kit club company that we did a project with when I was in Ella was like having a design team call, and so like this would be a perfect fit for me. So I'm like all excited about that, but I don't want to jinx it. But like it would be really cool because it would be they would send a kit club kit once a month, and then you make a bunch of stuff, and for 6 months. That sounds perfect for me. And the reason it's so perfect is that I'm in love with their concept. Hold on, I'll add some suspense. I'll be right back. Hold on, I'm coming right back. It's called Scrapbooking from the Inside Out, and it's all like they take a concept like freedom or something like that, and then they'll have like songs related to that, quotes, pictures, and then their kit is all to do with that theme. Like, so all of the like embellishments work together with the theme. It's so awesome. It's awesome. I just think that's like the coolest concept ever. So they're only looking for 2 people, so I'm sure that a lot of people applied, and I'm sure there's way more talented scrapbookers than me out there. But for me, it would be like the perfect fit because it would just be like one thing, and for 6 months, and I already am in love with them. So I really hope that, I have my fingers crossed. I think that would be really awesome. And the girl who runs it like sent me a little like thank you. Like I did my submission, and then she just sent a quick little thing, which maybe she does to everybody. But it like kind of like, oh, she noticed. She was like, nice to see you again, because she, you know, I mentioned that I was with Ella, and we did that swap back in May, and so I just think that would be really cool. I hope that works out. That would be perfect in my world. Perfect for me for the scrapbooking thing. To be the perfect like time commitment and interest. Like I'm super interested in their philosophy. And let me just read to you what that's about. Oh, hey. Hi, viewers. I haven't really been paying attention to my chat or anything. Let me do the pop-out chat. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy day after Thanksgiving. Hold on. Okay, so if you're here, say hi, and then I'll be able to see you. Oh, hi, Art. You do a show, right? You have I popped in on your show the other day. Hello. You have the like morning coffee thing, the Art, right? On Wednesdays, maybe? I think I'm right about that. Okay. No. You don't. Sorry. I've seen you on Ustream though. So hello. But I was talking about the scrapbooking from the inside out, and I just did a submission to be on their design team, and I'm like have my fingers crossed about that. That's Dee Dee. But I go, hold on, a lot. Cool. I love Ustream. Are you scrapbooking this morning, or do you do crafting, or what do you do? And so I'll just show you that just for a second here. Oh, I thought I had it in here. Yes, I do. Scrapbooking from the inside out. It's so awesome. It is awesome. It's awesome. And the cool thing too is that even if, and you know, I think I got their kit and it was like full of amazing stuff that I really, really liked. But say you didn't buy the kit, which you'll want to when you see, because it's all like totally in line with the, like all the symbolism is there for you. You don't have to go searching for it, but it they still will give you the ideas for free on the internet, like, so you can still go see the concept and just get to know them before you. Okay, so welcome to Scrapbooking from the Inside Out. This site is an inspirational source, kit club, and online community for scrapbookers who want to explore their inner lives and deepest thoughts and dreams. So many of us spend our time scrapbooking about the events in our family's lives, the birthdays, the holidays. We also dedicate ourselves to documenting the people we love and the things that make them unique, like our kids, right? That's what we usually scrapbook about. I'm here to remind you that you matter too. That's so awesome. Your story needs to be told by you, both for you as well as for future generations. One of your most important gifts you can give to your children is the gift of who you truly are and what you think and feel. And most importantly, in the process of telling your story in all its beauty and depth, its glorious times, messy moments, and painful lessons, you will be transformed. Like, really? Like it sounds like, but yes! My vision is scrapbooking from the inside out. While many scrapbookers start with photos or products, I advocate a different approach, starting with the emotion. It's a form of what I call scrapbook therapy, using scrapbooking as a form of self-exploration, self-expression, and self-discovery. Here's the scoop, and I'm reading from the Scrapbooking from the Inside Out website. Each month will focus on a specific emotion. The monthly kit for sale will be geared towards products that can be used to explore what that emotion means to you. Like, she had like lots of keys and keyholes when we did the one that I did. And then music links, photos, quotes, journaling prompts, and lots of ideas and samples to jumpstart your creativity. So like a lot of times when you go into the scrapbooking room, you're looking for a starting off place. And like, yeah, you could take, like, my daughter just had her birthday. So like I could take a birthday page and make that, but wouldn't it be like way more meaningful and awesome if it was more deep, you know, and more introspective? Like, birthday pages are great too, and but if you could still do the birthday page, but like bring some more meaning to it. Yeah, I think that's exactly. Disclaimer: I am not a therapist, and this does not substitute for counseling. But you know, that's cute. And then so I think there's a blog. Yes, let me just see. I'm so in love with this concept, and I really hope she picks me, because I'm in love. I'm in love. Open in Safari. Yeah, here's no, it doesn't seem like the blog. Anyways, it's just, let's see if I can get you to the gallery. You won't be able to see it on this thing anyways, but go check it out. For real. Scrapbooking. Oh, here we go. So it kind of looks like there's their gallery. I know you can't really see that, but trust me, if you go to their like monthly kits, then you'll see the whole theme, and it's really, really, really cool. I guarantee you'll love it. So that's that. So I have my fingers crossed. So I think okay, so the third thing on my little list here of things to tell you about was, last night I watched YouTube videos, and this is what I recommend that you watch or search for when the next time you're on YouTube. Search for the Mormon messages, because they're like cool little things for you to watch with kids, and they're not all like entrenched in this specific religion. They're general, so I think they can work for a lot of different people regardless of what your beliefs are. Another great one to search is Kelly Corrigan. She's awesome. She's awesome, and she'll make you cry. Like cry. She's so awesome. Like, start with the transcendence of women, and then go to That's What a Good Mother Does. And you can also go to People Are Counting on You. That will make you cry. There's also Dare You. That will make you cry. Then also on YouTube, search Catherine. It's Catherine with a Katherine Center. And check out Your Time Is Now, Make Your Own Luck, and The Mom 2.0, Defining a Moment. That's awesome. And then also check out Katrina Kennison, The Gift of an Ordinary Day. And then check out the Brave Girls Club. And then also check out Fred Rogers. It's by TV Legends, and it's a 9-segment interview with him. All of those are my YouTube recommendations for your viewing pleasure. And so I actually like favorited those on my iPhone. So like, I think that if you watch those when, oh, she's saying spell name. Which name? I know I rattled off a bunch of them. Maybe I'll put them I'll put a link. Oh, you know, I know there's a way to save the chat, but I don't know how to do that. I'll do it later. But I think there's also a way of looking at somebody else's favorites on YouTube. Maybe? Betcha? I don't want to do that. I don't know. I have this arrow that I want to use, but I don't want to do it like diagonally. I don't know. I think I'm going to do it down here. Oh, yeah, I need this. This glue. Kelly. Oh, Kelly. I don't remember. Oh, Kelly Corrigan. Right. I think it's Corrigan. Hold on. She's from Philadelphia, and if you search the transcendence of women, you'll definitely find her that way. That one is so awesome. Yeah, Kelly is Kelly, and Corrigan is Corrigan. And she's written several books. One of them is called Lift, and I think she had breast cancer. So a lot of what she talks about is raising children when she's been diagnosed with breast cancer. But it's not only about breast cancer. It's a lot about just being a woman and raising kids and being busy and trying your best and just not feeling like you're enough and all those kind of things that women feel. Yeah. You know, it reminds me a little bit of if you saw the last lecture or read that book by Randy Pausch, and it was like kind of about, he was diagnosed with a terminal cancer. I don't remember what kind. Pancreatic, maybe. I think so. I don't know. But he did this last lecture about his life and everything else, and at the end, he was like, and the head fake here is, you know, oh, this makes me cry, but like, this wasn't for you. This was for my kids. It was awesome. If you haven't seen that, see that. That's amazing. And so I like to watch that stuff like every once in a while just because I do. So last night after Thanksgiving and we got home, I just sat on the couch and my son like fell asleep on my lap, and he's big. Like he probably weighs 100 pounds now. He's almost as big as me. And although I weigh more than 100 pounds. But I'm working on that. No. I probably won't ever want to weigh less than that. But, you know, he like fell asleep while I was patting his head. And then after he fell asleep, I kind of didn't want to get up because I don't get like much chance to snuggle with him as much as I used to. So I sat there with my iPhone and I watched all those videos. And I sat there, my husband was in the other room watching Survivor, which I think is so boring this year. I don't know. I just haven't gotten into it. We've watched most of Survivor, but this year I don't know. It just holds no interest for me anymore. Just sticking this down. Trying to figure out exactly where I wanted it to go. Sobbing on the couch watching those videos. So like it's good if you're I think it's good to watch videos like that when like that make you appreciate life every once in a while. But also like if you're feeling sorry for yourself or you're having a bad attitude, like sometimes it's nice to watch Randy Pausch and how brave he was in the face of certain death. You know, and he did die. I mean, yes. And, but he took that and he like totally turned it around and made it into a very, very positive thing. So it's like a good spiritual pick-me-up. The Oprah Soul series is really good too, especially the ones with Wayne Dyer. It's Dyer. And those are really good. They're good. So here I am so far, embellishment-wise. I have the arrow. I have the brads that or the brackets, which were the unibrows. So I won't show her this page immediately. And then this flourishy thing. And these are from a Christmas kit, but I'm not using them in a Christmas way. I just liked the shapes and the colors. Yeah. Most of the quotes in here are about Christmas, so I'm not going to use those. I think I'm kind of done with the... I usually don't do a ton of embellishing. Although I've gotten to where I'm doing a little bit more, but not a lot more. I might use the star. There's a couple stars in here. Sometimes I think it's fun to do a bunch of embellishment just to use up all the cute stuff you have. I don't know. I might do some stars. There's some cute stars in here. But sometimes I just totally skip embellishments and just do pictures and words, you know, on pretty paper. That's fine too. I think I'm going to put these away though. Oh, thank you. She's saying, are you working on anything this morning? Did you say? Lots of scrapbooking and art. Cool. I need to do more art, you know. But everything, right? Everything has its season. Oh, I'm running out of space. Completely. Yeah, my scrapbook room is kind of getting to that point of overwhelm, isn't it? Hello. Good morning, husband. Here's my husband. He's so funny because he barely ever cries, but I cry all the time. Like we could be watching Survivor, and I would start crying. So I do. I just like to cry. I kind of do. I like that feeling of like in the, you know, Steel Magnolias, Dolly Parton, after the lady, like the Shelby dies, Julia Roberts' character dies, and then like they have the funeral, and then the two old biddies like start getting in a fight, and then everybody laughs, and Dolly Parton says like, crying through laughing, that's my favorite emotion, or laughing through crying, or something like that. I like that too. But I do, can you hear the kids? It sounds like Napoleon Dynamite in there. They're like, jeez! Like, go feed Tammy! You know, the llama. They're not talking about that. There's, this might be cool on this page too. There's like word, stickers. This is the Girls Papery. And I'm in love with this letter set that I got from my friend Jill at the scrapbooking yard sale. And it's like, seriously, this is 2010 stuff I got at the scrapbooking yard sale. Awesome. Awesome. So anyways, yes, I totally have my fingers crossed on the scrapbooking from the inside out. I hope she chooses me. I do. I know there's, you know, it's funny, years ago, it just seems a little generic to write read as the, I might like want to write open or something like that. I'm gonna try something while you're here. I don't want to bore you, but yeah. Okay, so me and submissions. This is in here is a thing that I think Angie Lucas wrote. So like I guess I was channeling Angie Lucas. She started the Ella Publishing, but she wrote this ode to page submissions. This is when I was submitting to Simple Scrapbooks, and that's about the only magazine I really ever made it, you know, I might have submitted to other magazines once or twice, but I submitted to Simple Scrapbooks on a very regular basis. Like, that's basically what I used to scrapbook. I'd get the call, they'd like list what their call was, and that's what I'd scrapbook. So I was like doing the 6 months ahead of time thing back then. They only picked me one time. And when they picked my page, it wasn't one that I submitted. It was one that they saw in a gallery. So there you go. But this is all about here's how it works. Every single layout that gets submitted is seen by someone on our staff. The first pair of eyes to look at your layouts belong to Carolyn Jolly, editorial assistant extraordinaire. she sorts the submissions, and so it goes through their process, but then it also says, like, the actual criteria that we use to decide changes from issue to issue, depending on themes for what issue. And this is from 2007. This has been up in the inside of my cabinets that I have here. Good or meaningful story, appealing design that's still simple, real photos that don't require a photography degree to take, authentic journaling, legible journaling, and a unique take on the subject. So, like, even if you're not submitting, those are good criteria for making a scrapbook page. And then to narrow down the group, then they were talking about themes and what the stuff looked like, and I really loved the last paragraph of hers was, the only things that I would eliminate from a page from possible publication are graphic or disturbing photos. Then she writes in parentheses, it has happened. Difficult or over-the-top techniques, illegible journaling, like a small font, and photos of people, even toddlers, in parentheses, sitting on the toilet. It is perfectly okay to put that in your album if you want, but we are not apt to publish it. I thought that was hilarious. And so, it also in there, this is my whole submission thing. This was their, Simple Scrapbooks did a contest in 2007 called The Funnest Scrapbooker Ever. And I was convinced that I was going to win, right? I submitted, and I thought, like, for sure, like, they'd never picked up a page of mine, but I was completely sure that I was going to win. Yes, I really was. In my brain, I was like, I'm going to win. This is awesome. So, I didn't win. Not even close. And when I saw the submissions of the people that won, and I actually ended up meeting Tammy, the girl that won, at CHA last summer, because she was an Ella friend too. But I was like, oh, yeah, their pages are like light years better than mine. And so that was funny. But that's kind of how a little bit how I feel about the scrapbooking from the inside out page call. Like, I'm convinced I'm going to get picked, but I'll probably, like, they'll probably pick somebody else, and then I'll go, oh, right, yeah. Their stuff is, like, light years better than mine, which is fine, but that's, how I'm kind of predicting that's going to play out. I'm not predicting that. I actually really do have my fingers crossed, and I'm very, like, in my brain, I'm pretty convinced that I'm going to win. Which is also, by the way, why I don't play the lottery. Because every time I play, I am convinced that I'm going to win. And I, like, you know, start planning what we're going to do with all of our winnings. And then when I don't win, like, I'm heartbroken. So I just don't play the lottery because, and sometimes the Florida lottery kind of gets up to like some, you know, really large number, and then like people that don't usually play will play, but I don't even like to play then because I really do. I'm always convinced I'm gonna win. I don't know why, but the same thing with the scrapbooking things. I'm always convinced, like, oh, they know they're gonna pick me because I want it so much. You know? Yeah, that does not always translate. How did I have this going? I was putting a star on here. Oh, I don't know how I had it. I think it was like this. So that's me right now, and scrapbooking from the inside out. I really, I think it would be like the perfect assignment for me, but I'm not sure. They think I'll be perfect for them. Maybe I don't know. I just won't. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll be crying. No, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, so I'm kind of on the verge of putting a star. I kind of want to like have stars coming out of her brain, but I don't want to cover up too much of the picture. And I also am having trouble with this adhesively. I don't want to wreck my picture either if I don't like it. So I'm not putting the adhesive on there. I don't know. I don't know if I'm not really in love with this. Oh, thank you, Art. Oh, I have another person. Rob Chuckstar. Rob, are you a scrapbooker? Because I'm gonna guess you're not. No, I'm so mean. I did have a person that I'm pretty sure was not a scrapbooker on my when I did the scheduled Ustream the other night. I'm not exactly sure what he was trying to say, but his spelling wasn't very. I'll just stop. Let's stop on that. Sometimes I think there's spammers, you know, like you ever get those comments. Do you have a blog, Art? Is that what you Art? Do you say Art Dar? Is that Arty Dar? Arty Dar or Art Dar? Anyways, I think that they spam your blog. Yep, Art Edar. That's cute. Art Edar. I like it. What was I saying? My sister was telling me about a family member of hers yesterday. You know, we talked on Thanksgiving, and I was talking about all the drama going on here in Florida, and she told me about all the drama going on where she lives out in Missouri. And she was telling me about a family member who was getting a little forgetful and dementia, and I was like, yeah, I have that too. I can't retain. Can't always retain a thought. I can, but not at home. I get constantly, you know, there's constantly like 50 things going on, which is fine. So I'm hearing over there. Yeah, I don't think you're saying multitasking, but multitasking I don't think is actually a good thing. I think we should do one thing at a time, but in today's world we don't get to. So I think multitasking makes you forgetful because there's a lot going on and your brain is like thinking about lots of different things all at once. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, I still have this star. Yeah, I don't want to put... There's where I am so far. Oh, you have a blog. Cool. I think I have my blog links turned off, so you have to spell it out, and then I'll say it. There we are so far. And you know, the rule of threes. I have one more star, so I want to put like one more star up there, but I don't know. I don't know how to put it up there. I don't like the way that looks. Oh, goodness sakes. Well, hopefully I won't wreck this photo by gluing a star on top of it. That's what I'm gonna do. So my Picasa completely crashed. My photos aren't gone from my computer, but all of the way that I've organized them, gone. And so I'm going to have my husband look at that, but I don't know. I'm not very excited about that. It said URL removed. You have Flickr. So if you just write the name of your blog and then where it is, and you skip out on the dots and stuff, then I can say it. The thing I don't like about Aleene's memory glue is that it seems like it's a different color and it leaks out the sides if you get too much of it. So I'm not like completely crazy about it, but I'm out of my other stuff. I need to stock up on adhesives. That's what I need. So if you're wondering what I want for Christmas, I want scrapbooking adhesives and lots of them. You could do a whole stocking stuffer. Hopefully my husband can hear me in the other room. This is what I want for Christmas. This is what I want for Christmas, right? Yeah, I put it in my iPhone, like pictures of things, and I tried to put them up on my Facebook, and it didn't work. But I'll tell you, so I can remember if I look at my pictures here. I want scrapbooking adhesives. People say I'm hard to buy for, and I don't think I am. But I guess I know what I want. I want Converse Owl Star high top sneakers in pink, and my size is 8.5. I will also take New Balance sneakers, a size 8.5. So, not that my husband watches this because he doesn't. I want the Kid Rock album, Born Free. You see him? I love Kid Rock. He has a really great interview on Fuse where he talks about American Idol and why he thinks it's just mean. And I totally agree with him. Eternity perfume, Calvin Klein. I'm totally out right now, and it's my favorite one. I have some of the other Calvin Klein perfumes. I prefer Calvin Klein perfumes. And, you know, they're not fancy dancy. They're made by that company called Coty, which you can buy at the drugstore. But I love Calvin Klein perfumes anyways. And Eternity is my favorite one. I want a ski trip to Maine. This is a picture of Sugarloaf. I want to go there. Or I will also take a trip to Boone, North Carolina. And scrapbooking adhesives. So those are my 5 things I want for Christmas. Or 6 if you count 2 different pairs of sneakers. That is my Christmas list. Okay, yeah, I'm really not happy with the way that star came out, but it is too late to change it. So let's see if I can just remove some of that goop. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I'm really tempted to go out to the craft store just to get the adhesive because it'd be cool to get it really cheap. And I also don't think that part of the store, because I think it will be kind of a mob scene, which I don't enjoy. But I guess if you go and you know exactly what you want, so you can get in and get out, like that's a good way to shop. But it's not a good day to go browsing, I don't think. Unless you really love shopping. But I do not love shopping. I'm not a shopper. I like having stuff that I need, but I don't like going to look for it. I don't like trying stuff on, but I like having clothes that I like and are comfortable, but I don't like the process of selecting them. I wish they could just magically appear in my closet. Okay, so I'm going to use some of these word art things, and I might use those over there, but I might use them over here. I don't know.
Mom, do you want a pretzel stick?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Hey, what did you eat for breakfast?
What?
What did you eat for breakfast?
Eggs and toast.
Come here.
What?
Okay, tell me about the marshmallow experiment.
Well, it's kind of like a...
Speak up so they can hear you.
It's kind of about, like, being patient.
Why is patience important?
Well, it's probably important because... Well, that I don't really know. Actually, I do know.
Okay, good.
If you don't be patient when you're a kid, you'll have a bad life.
Why? Why? If you just got everything you wanted right away, why would that be bad?
You'd be a stealer?
No, well, you wouldn't learn how to work hard. Is it important to work hard?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why would that be important? Obviously in need of more Mormon videos. No, I think he gets it. He was just, he's good to talk to when there's not a lot of other stuff going on. And so a lot of times we go play tennis, and we get a lot of talking done on the ride over and the ride back, and yeah. That's how you talk to boys, is not put them on the spot. You do an activity with them. Like, you go have them do something else. They're probably, boys I think are probably better multitaskers than girls. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. So, I'm going to see if one of these little things, one of them says girl. You pick that. Oh, your boys are 40 and 38. I'm 40. I just turned 40. Do you have grandchildren? Like that you ask why. Yeah, I like to, a lot of times if we have a family meeting, we'll, you know, my husband and I will like say whatever we're going to say, sometimes in great detail, but then afterwards we have to say, okay, tell me 5 things that I just said. Tell me why I'm so upset about this thing that you just did. Like, why is that important? So yeah, we ask them why. They ask us why too. But we ask them why quite a bit. The marshmallow. There's weird conversation in there. Cool. Scott Quick Dry is awesome. I will have to try that. Oh, you have grandchildren. Oh, they're in another state. That breaks my heart. Like, do you see them very often? Because I think that, yeah, he's 8. He's going to be 9 in February. I think that I'm looking for a sticker that says read. They must have put one in here. Kind of think I want to make a whole word thing though, because it's all about reading. I don't know. Like, this page is getting a little long for my taste. I don't usually scrapbook this long, but I find when I they have road, hope, young, tourist, explorer, brothers, imagine. I want to read, people. Oh, I remember what I was going to say before. I was going to say, I'm going to put this little girl sticker back. One tip. So I'm going to go over here for a minute. And I'm not, oh, you do Skype with them. That's so cool. I need to start that with my sister. She lives in Missouri. And I don't get to see her very often. And I miss her. Yeah, I'm just going to minimize you for a second. Because this was an Angie Lucas tip, right? So if you're looking for a title, you can go to Google. And then, like, instead of just writing read here, which I'm thinking is going to be a little boring or, like, predictable, if I wanted it to be more interesting than that, then you can search for cliches about reading. I think that's what she said. Cliches about reading. Okay. Reading for your writing. Cliches, creativity. Take note of cliches in what you read so you can avoid them in what you write. Or if you're a scrapbooker, you can use them in your scrapbooking titles. That's funny. I guess I want to go to the next page because I didn't really find what I wanted there. Oh wait, I thought I did. Interest, reading cliches. Yeah, I do like, there's quotes about reading, but I guess I need to look at the link that she was actually talking about. She was talking about that on a paper clipping roundtable episode. Let me just go to that, and that'll be a better way to do it. So if I go to paperclipping.com, and then I'm going to go to the roundtable, and then I'm going to find the episode that's about titles. I think that was it. Oh, come on. There's like pop-ups when you get here. which is a little annoying in my opinion. They want you to sign up for their email, which I've signed up for. So, you know, but yeah, this is not the round table. Still on the like membersy thing. Okay, here we are. And I am a member of the paper clipping round table, so I love them. But I don't always find their site the easiest to navigate. Okay, hone your intuition. Pile, stories, styles. Titles don't have to stop traffic. That's the one I'm talking about. It's the paper clipping round table episode number 42. And no. It doesn't. You'd have to listen to the episode, I think. Shoot. Yeah, no. Maybe I'll look in the comments. Maybe somebody left a comment about it. I hope. Let's see. They're talking about titles and big shots and die cutting machines, but what I'm interested in is coming up with a title. And Angie Lucas had the tip of searching on the internet for clever titles. I can't find it. I don't see it. I'll have to listen to that again, which won't be the end of the world. Darn it. Book of Awesome. That's cool. Yes, watch me surf the internet. Sorry. I know this is boring. I can't find it. But yeah, I think it was, let's just go back to Google. Google and read. I'll just write in read. Read. Let's just do images for read and see if I come up with read. Because knowledge is power. Remember that? If you can read this. Learning to read cliches. I think that's what she was saying, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I guess I kind of want to like get the concept of like how reading opens up your world. You know, when you're in a book, it's like you get to go to a different place. That's kind of the idea that I want to talk about on this page. Reading quotes. Let's try that. No. There's quote garden. There's like quote garden, and there's also like think exist. Okay, so here's some quotes about reading. The whole purpose of education is to turn mirrors into windows. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. That's funny. School is the last expenditure upon which America should be willing to economize. Franklin Roosevelt. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. And these are all good, but I really want a quote about reading, not education. He who opens a school door closes a prison. Education is a progressive discovery of our own ignorance. It's not very inspiring. The only child educated at school is an uneducated child. Not getting what I want here. Maybe it could be like once upon a time, or you know, like the beginning, because she's learning to read. Once upon a time. Maybe. Okay, let me get back to my being able to see. Yeah, there is that. And then bookworm, that's cute. Book princess, maybe. Oh, they're screaming at each other out there. That's what I want to work on at this house is more harmony. And occasionally I will, if we're having like a patch of really naughty behavior, once. How do you spell once? O-N-C-E. Once upon a time. Once. No, I should have like laid this out, but I didn't. Forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, if they're naughty, we've got a book called Love and Logic, and I've read like the beginning part of it, but I haven't read the rest of it, like because it's mostly like if they're doing this, then you should do that kind of examples. So sometimes we'll have to like sit down and I'll read to them from the book of Love and Logic and say, okay, this is what we do about when children are having messy rooms or, you know, whatever they're doing. Yeah, I'm not loving what I just did, but I did it, so I'm gonna keep going. Once upon... See, it's not gonna fit. I don't like what I did. I might just go right over the picture. Once... yeah. But I already started, so I'm just gonna keep going with it. Upon... Yeah, I really don't like this, but... Not loving it. I think I'm gonna put these back because I think I'll be able to take them off. Yeah, I don't like it. So this page is taking a lot longer for me than I usually spend on a page. And what I found is when I love to Ustream and I love to hear myself talk. I love to talk about scrapbooking. Because I think when you talk out loud about it, you come up with ideas that you don't come up with when you don't talk out loud. And so rather than talking to myself, it's cool to talk to a camera, and it's cool to actually have somebody to talk to that wants to talk about scrapbooking, you know, because just for example, this is what we talked about at Thanksgiving dinner yesterday. I just like randomly wrote it on my Facebook because it was like, this was the conversation yesterday at politics. Hold on. Bed bugs, elective surgery, like great details about disgusting elective surgery that you don't want to hear about when you're eating. Hotel snobs, picture monsters, LED screens, and Star Wars lightsabers. That was what I posted on my Facebook, just to remember like the crazy conversations. Oh, and I got some messages. One from our cousin Penny in Texas. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for the note. Aw. Crystal made the pies and the sweet potato casserole. And she's happy to hear that Ethel is better. Hi, Penny. We love you. And then one from my neighbor. Hope your Thanksgiving was bountiful. And her daughter already misses my daughter. So, Allison, you can go play. That was 32 minutes ago. Allison! Charlie, Allison's friend would like to play with her. Your friend emailed me. Do you want to go play?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to finish this page later. I'm going to walk Allison down to her friend's house. And, happy Thanksgiving. And yes, I need to, what's the name of your, Art with Company Online is great. I never got the name of your blog. Can you leave that as a comment? That would be cool. But don't spell it out because I don't have the... I don't know what it is. But there's some like thing that you can turn on or off to disable links or not. Okay, so I gotta go. But I'll see you later. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.